Pitbull Cruz.
20, and he knocked down Yuriorkis Gamboa at the end of round 2. And
Brutal hook and a right hand.
Yes, that's all. Isaac Cruz, right uppercut, another right uppercut. Mark Romero takes the shot, still standing. Referee intervenes.
Imagine consistently being underestimated because of your height. When you assert yourself, others might dismiss you, not taking your words seriously because you don't look intimidating enough. This struggle isn't just a reality for many, it's a daily battle for Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Standing just 5'3", Cruz's stature might be overlooked outside the ring, but inside, he is a giant. Isaac Cruz, hailed as the mini Mike Tyson in the boxing world, has not only carved a path, but bulldozed one through the ranks with the ferocity of a seasoned warrior. This dynamo from Mexico doesn't just fight, he dominates. His fighting style, reminiscent of Mike Tyson's, features a relentless surge of hooks and uppercuts, earning him 18 knockouts and leaving both fans and skeptics in awe of his formidable prowess. His punch, his heart, his tenacity, it's like watching Tyson in his prime, says boxing analyst Al Bernstein, highlighting the impact Cruz has every time he steps into the ring. When it comes to recognizing raw talent and ferocity in the boxing ring, few are as qualified to judge as Mike Tyson. The legendary boxer sees a reflection of his younger self in Isaac Cruz.
All the motherfuckers been bad motherfuckers. I want them to fight the Mexican mafia.
A 26-year-old fighter from Mexico, known as Pitbull for his aggressive style. Tyson, known for his short stature and powerful punches in a division of taller opponents, finds these same qualities in Cruz. If I had to compare anyone to my younger self, it has to be Isaac Cruz. He's short and stocky for his division like I was, doesn't back down, and decimates opponents. Cruz has made significant strides in his boxing career, fighting 29 times and securing 26 wins, 18 of which were knockouts. His recent bout against Ronaldo Romero catapulted him into the spotlight, where he claimed the WBA title with a performance that left the boxing world buzzing.
Mark Romero takes the shot, still standing. Referee intervenes. Mamma mia! Isaac Cruz has.
In 2021, he endured 12 intense rounds against one of today's top boxers, Gervonta Davis. Despite a hard-fought match, he lost by decision, although some spectators believe he had done enough to deserve the victory. Whispers in the boxing world suggest that Pitbull is gearing up for a highly anticipated rematch with Mayweather's top fighter. As fans eagerly speculate about the upcoming bout, many are curious about the origins of this formidable contender, who now stands impressively at 53rd in the rankings. But what's the story behind this tenacious fighter's rise to prominence in the competitive world of boxing? He was born in the bustling heart of Mexico City and raised in a neighborhood ruled by gangs, including the infamous La Union Tepito. Cruz wasn't influenced by the pressure of being a gang member, but found his own path to greatness through boxing, a sport he first started as a hobby. Boxing became more than just a hobby. It was his lifeline, steering him clear of the perils of street life and onto a road destined for glory. Born into a family of fighters, Isaac Cruz was destined to be in the ring. His grandfather was a boxer, his father was a trainer. But it wasn't just legacy that drove Isaac. It was survival, determination, and the hope of a better life. Cruz began training in the sport at the tender age of 7, growing up in the tough surroundings of Magdalena Contreras. It wasn't just a challenging environment, it was an anvil on which his fighting spirit was forged. With the constant support of his father and grandfather, Cruz never for once second-guessed his chosen path. His amateur career was marked by numerous accolades, but it was in the professional ring that he truly began to sow the seeds of his legacy. Cruz began boxing professionally at the tender age of 16. Known for his aggressive style and iron chin, he quickly made a name for himself in the lightweight division. Each fight was a stepping stone. Each victory was a story of grit and resolve. His breakthrough came when he faced Mateus Romero, a fight where Cruz's relentless pressure and powerful punches showcased his readiness for the world stage. But it was was the battle against Gervonta "Tank" Davis for the WBA lightweight championship that truly put Cruz on the map. The intense match took place on a chilly December evening in Los Angeles and quickly became the talk of the sports world. From the opening bell, Cruz and Davis were locked in a tactical dance, gauging each other's strengths and weaknesses. As the rounds progressed, their initial caution gave way to a flurry of explosive exchanges, each fighter demonstrating impressive speed and resilience. The official decision awarded Davis the win, which was a shock to many of Cruz's fans because they felt he had outperformed expectations and deserved the win. Despite being the underdog, Cruz's fearless approach and tactical acumen earned him respect across the boxing world. He didn't win that night, but he gained more. His shine that night significantly boosted his popularity and earned him a wave of new supporters. Following his defeat, Cruz made a remarkable comeback the following year on April 16, capturing the vacant WBO Intercontinental Lightweight title. His opponent was none other than Olympic champion Yuriorkis Gamboa. Cruz showcased his dominance throughout the fight, effortlessly sending Gamboa to the canvas multiple times. His overwhelming power and strategic precision culminated in a technical knockout in the 5th round.
From our standpoint, big right hook, down goes Gamboa, ended.
Securing his victory that further cemented his status in the lightweight division. Pitbull continued his ascent in the boxing world when he faced Eduardo Ramirez, battling for the vacant WBC silver lightweight title. That night, Cruz was in fine form, unleashing his characteristic aggression and formidable punching power. He quickly adapted to Ramirez's tactics, ramping up the pressure as the fight progressed. By the 2nd round, Cruz was dominating, delivering punishing body blows that Ramirez struggled to answer. A devastating combination of punches eventually brought Ramirez down.
Oftentimes, Cruz moving forward, not landing an awful lot of shots.
But there it is! One
resulting in a knockout that thrilled the audience. On July 29, 2023, the boxing world was treated to a gripping encounter as Cruz defended his WBC silver lightweight title while also competing for the vacant WBO Latino belt against Giovanni Cabrera. The match was a tense affair from the start, with the judges' scores reflecting the tight competition, ultimately awarding Cruz a victory by split decision. Cabrera started strong, using his reach and agility to control the early rounds, seemingly outmaneuvering Cruz with superior tactics. However, Cruz, known for his resilience and tactical acumen, found his rhythm as the fight progressed. He closed the distance between himself and Cabrera, leveraging his strength in close quarters combat. By adapting to Cabrera's style, Cruz began to dictate the pace of the fight, delivering powerful blows that swung the momentum in his favor. This strategic shift allowed him to edge out Cabrera and secure a hard-fought victory. In his latest showdown, Cruz showcased his dominance in the ring against American boxer Ronaldo Romero. Pitbull lived up to his nickname, unleashing a barrage of powerful strikes that overwhelmed Romero from the start. The relentless pressure from Cruz was palpable, and as the fight progressed, his superiority became undeniable. By the 8th round, the referee had seen enough, stepping in to stop the bout and declare Cruz the winner by technical knockout.
Left hook, Romero takes a shot, still standing, referee intervenes, Mamma Mia! Isaac Cruz has done it!
Throughout his boxing career, Isaac Cruz has consistently demonstrated why he's considered a powerhouse in the ring. His aggressive approach and potent knockout power have led to numerous noteworthy performances. Here are some of the standout moments. Leading the highlights of Isaac Cruz's career is his unforgettable match against Daniel Evangelista Jr. in 2016. Right from the start, Cruz seized control, dictating the pace and preferred distance of the fight. He maintained relentless pressure and was the clear aggressor throughout the bout. In the 3rd round, his strategy was particularly effective. Cruz's precision and power were on full display, especially in close quarters. A barrage of well-placed punches in a clinch overwhelmed Evangelista, who found himself unable to recover. This led to a decisive technical knockout. On April 22, 2017, Isaac Cruz showcased his characteristic aggressive style in the ring against Evan Monroy. The fight commenced with intense energy, and it didn't take long for Cruz to assert his dominance. An explosive exchange early in the 1st round culminated in Cruz delivering a formidable right hook that sent Monroy sprawling to the canvas. Although Monroy managed to rise quickly and continue the fight, he was soon overwhelmed. Cruz, seizing the moment, landed a decisive left hook and cornered Monroy, cutting off any space for him to counterattack effectively. This strategic trapping by Cruz intensified the pressure, dominating the ring. In the second round, Cruz cornered his opponent, unleashing a barrage of combinations. By the third round, Cruz's dominance was unmistakable, culminating in a devastating finishing move that left his opponent with no chance of recovery. Facing Dennis Lenon, Cruz executed a straightforward yet brutal strategy, applying constant pressure and landing precise strikes. This approach bore fruit in the fourth round when Cruz broke through Lenon's defenses, cornered him, and unleashed a barrage of punches, ultimately forcing Lenon to the floor.
Definitivo. Si ahora, haciendo cuentas, es desde febrero del 2001 que se sube al recorrido de lona. Y ahí entran los puños justamente de Cruz, pero también viene la respuesta del colombiano. ¡Uy,
In his bout against Ricardo Sen, Cruz continued his aggressive and powerful approach, dominating with the same bulldozing tactics, lasting only until the second round. Early in that round, Cruz cornered Sen and delivered a decisive right uppercut, ending the match with another knockout victory.
Octavio. ¡Uy, qué buen upper!
El upper que decías,
y ahí
precisamente.
está, dibujado nada más. Venga el conteo. Se le acabó la gasolina.
No se va a levantar.
In his next swift and decisive match against Flores, Cruz made short work of his opponent, ending the fight in the very first round. At the 3-minute mark, Cruz delivered a powerful right hook that staggered Flores, nearly toppling him if not for the ropes that held him up. Capitalizing on the moment, Cruz unleashes a barrage of strikes, knocking Flores down so hard that medical assistance was promptly needed to attend to him. Isaac Cruz's devastating power was unmistakably highlighted during his match against Diego Magdalena in Texas. Shortly after the fight began, Cruz quickly cornered Magdalena, taking just about 20 seconds to land a barrage of 68 punches.
Fuego Magdaleno rolls right off the tongue. He's hoping these punches will roll right off his body.
And this is exactly what we thought this match would be.
That not only overwhelmed his opponent, but effectively ended Magdaleno's career. In the ring, Pitbull unleashed his ferocity, setting a relentless pace. He hammered away with piercing body shots, breaking through Diego Magdaleno's defenses with each powerful strike. His aggressive approach underscored his nickname, proving again why he is one of the most formidable figures in the lightweight division. Magdaleno was left utterly defenseless against Cruz's relentless assault, reduced to near helplessness on the canvas with a vacant stare. It was a decisive and resounding knockout victory for Cruz. On April 16, 2022, Cruz has eyes on the vacant WBO Intercontinental Lightweight title. Stepping into the ring against Olympic champion Yuriorkis Gamboa, Cruz unleashes a swift and powerful 1-2 punch combination early on, leaving Gamboa disoriented and struggling to regain his bearing. In the second round, Gamboa regrouped, stepping back into the fray with renewed focus. The fighters traded punches in a fierce bid for dominance, but it was Cruz who controlled the exchanges. His formidable combinations overwhelmed Gamboa, culminating in Gamboa being knocked down by the round's end. The third round showcased Cruz's relentless aggression, as he scored another knockdown with a left hook. Gamboa's attempt to clinch and slow the pace proved only temporary relief. By the fourth round, Cruz reasserted his dominance, staggering Gamboa with yet another left hook. Although Gamboa managed to hang on, countering within clinches, Cruz was clearly dictating the fight. Midway through the fifth round, Cruz landed a devastating right hook that left no doubt about the outcome, compelling the referee to halt the fight. The finale of Cruz's string of electrifying knockouts featured a decisive battle against Eduardo Ramirez. Initially, Ramirez managed to keep Cruz at bay, using his agility and sharp jabs. However, Cruz quickly adapted, closing the distance and delivering powerful body shots that sapped Ramirez's mobility. By the second half of the second round, Cruz had fully turned the tide. He landed a devastating left hook that sent Ramirez to the canvas.
Cruz moving forward, not landing an awful lot of shots. Oh,
but there it is! One shot!
Cruz escalated his attack relentlessly, intensifying each strike until Ramirez could no longer withstand the barrage. Overwhelmed by Cruz's fierce onslaught, Ramirez succumbed, falling victim to what many call Cruz's Pitbull fury. The bout concluded with a decisive second-round knockout, marking another triumph in Cruz's impressive knockout streak. Off the ring, Isaac is a family man, grounded by his roots and driven by a deep sense of duty to his community. In interviews, he often highlights the importance of humility and hard work, values instilled in him from a young age. Isaac Cruz Jr.'s accomplishments in the boxing ring are already remarkable, and his future in the sport looks even brighter. His path ahead is lined with potential title unification bouts and world championship fights that could further solidify his reputation as a top contender. This goes to show that being short is never a limitation to the things one can accomplish once they set their mind to it. Which of Cruz's fights do you think is the toughest?
If you love videos like this, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and return for more. See you in the next one.